going on? Welcome back to Live 55. Broadcasting to you at 000.000.000 gigahertz from an undisclosed location somewhere near Manteca, California. We bring you the one you know and love, Mr. Redundant. Well, hey, how's it going, everybody? That's right. It's been a long time since we did a Live 55 show over here in the California area. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, so welcome back. Welcome back, Carter. Yes, indeed, we are Live 55, rolling down California 99 in the Ripon area specifically. Let's see what we can tell you about this. Modesto, there we go, Modesto. Yeah, so Live 55, Highway 99, South, Modesto, California. And with that comes a required check-in here for you. So we are going with Sunday, October 25th, we're calling it. And with the time here, Pacific Standard Time of 2:03 in the PM afternoon. And outdoor temperature of 68 degrees. I don't know, it's kind of like, it's kind of like you're not really sure whether it's a cool 68 degrees or a warm 68 degrees. It's kind of a little of both, depending on where you're standing or depending on where you're sitting. I guess if you're in the shade, you would consider it kind of a cool 68 degrees, but sitting with the sun beaming down on you, it's kind of a warm 68, so you know what I mean. It's like enough to keep the windows down, but partially down. But you don't want the AC on, and you don't want the windows up, but you don't want them all the way down, and you don't want the heater on. So I don't know, it's kind of somewhere in between, I guess, I don't know. But anyhow, as I said, we're rolling 99 south for California, and we have a destination on this load of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And this load, basically, I'm bringing from the yard over in Pittsburgh, California. I'm not sure exactly where it originated, but the nature of the cargo could kind of, you could kind of infer from the nature of the cargo where it originated from. And the cargo in this case is Martinelli's sparkling apple cider. Yes, indeed, it's actually really good stuff. We've been drinking that stuff in our family for as long as I can remember, since I was a kid. Seems like it was kind of the thing to get during the holidays, because some people in my family are just non-drinkers, but they do enjoy the flavor of kind of a... It's not really kind of like a champagne flavor at all, but it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like enjoying a non-alcoholic wine. It's apple cider. It's good though. It's really good. Definitely good stuff. And apparently the folks out in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, they enjoy it too. They want some, so we're bringing it to them. Bringing to them actually 42,000 pounds of it. So they're gonna get their share, definitely. As long as all goes according to plan. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to this run out there. Have not been up that way before. And so yeah, I love the adventure of going and treading on previously untreaded ground for myself. I really dig it. So there's that. There's that, and then there's another piece of information that I have here to share is that I had one of these truck GPSs ordered online and sent to basically back home to the house, and it arrived, and so I went ahead and set it up and got it running right now. And so it's the Garmin DEZL, it's DEZL 780 truck GPS. And so right off the bat, first impressions were, this is a big, beefy, stout GPS unit. And I don't know. I don't know how happy I am with the quality or design of the mounting bracket. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I don't know. It's a heavy unit, like compared to the one that I've been using, which is I don't know. It's a 7-inch screen, standard car Garmin. That's the one I've been using, and it's very light, lightweight. And in comparison, this one is heavy. It's stout. It's thick. It's heavy. So the little bracket thing that you stick up on the windshield there almost isn't enough to support the weight of the thing. But I have it set up now that, like last night when I was running with it, when I ran from the house to the yard, so I could kind of just go over there and sleep, and then get up and get to work with a good, with good sleep behind me, instead of having to drive for 2 hours and then go to work. So, and boy, that's another story in and of itself. But anyhow, and as I was driving, I was going over not really that much bumpy, like in comparison to the rest of the, like some of these interstates get super bumpy, like Shreveport's a great example. I was going over like nothing in comparison to that, and it was falling. It was like tilting down on me, and I was getting pretty upset about it last night on the drive over there. But I had just basically plopped it on there. I hadn't really set it up, in light. And so once I got over there, I got it set up to a point where I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to hang on all right. It's got like a magnetic mount, so you just kind of push it. You just put it up on there, and it sucks it up onto the thing, and then it's got electrical connections basically. So you don't got to plug anything in necessarily. You plug in the wire to the actual mount, but the unit itself, it just pulls off the magnet where it connects electronically and all that. So that's interesting. It's kind of cool in a way. And the thing is set up like almost like it's got applications on it. It's got apps on it. So it's very much like a phone or a tablet, kind of, compared to the other one. Like, you can turn it, and the screen, it auto rotates and all that. You can turn it upside down, and it fixes itself right side up. And then it's got the little buttons that you have on like your phone, like the little back button, and then it's got the square button, and then I think the round button, so you can press the home button and it'll go back to the home screen, or back and back to the previous, or you can press, I think, the square one, and it'll show you all the different apps that are open, just like your phone. So it's interesting like that, and it's got a lot of features on it that I just basically unpackaged it last night that I'll be investigating as time goes on. But it's pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, it's growing on me. At first I was like, oh man, what did I get myself into? I just spent this money on this thing, and I feel like, it's not going to be, because it was also telling me last night one thing, and it's going to be interesting how it plays out, but it was telling me that as I was driving along these highways out near home, to come out to the yard last night, I was driving on highways that are perfectly acceptable for trucks, and it was telling me, you know, no trucks allowed, you know. So it's giving me all these warning indicators about, you know, you're not supposed to go on here. It's like, but it's totally fine. It's legal. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But, you know, and it does have this thing where you can set in the parameters of whatever you're driving, you know, height, width, weight, length, everything. You can set it up, you know, if you're just driving bobtail, or you can set it up if you're driving a full combination. You know, you can set it up for the length of the trailer, whether it's 53 foot or 28 or 40 or, you know, any of that stuff. And you can put what your actual gross weight is in, you know, like right now I'm running about 76,000 pounds, you know, but I can change that accordingly. And it has configurations for oversized loads and, you know, over length loads and over width loads and over height loads and all that stuff. But what's interesting is you set that stuff in there, and then the next screen, once you select all that, tells you, it gives you its own disclaimer and says, you know, just basically it's telling you, well, the fact that you just let me know all this stuff doesn't mean that I'm going to guide you on the appropriate path. So pay attention to the signs. And that's kind of what it basically tells you. It tells you just like that. Basically, you know, I'm not going to do what it is that you expect me to do, so you better pay attention to what the signs say, more so than what I tell you. It's like, wow, so maybe it doesn't really make any difference at all what parameters I set in there. You're just going to take me on the route anyways. That, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's, you know, this is the first day running with it. You know, the majority of what I do is driving on the interstate anyways. The only times that it's ever going to become something where I expect it to perform in one way or another is when I'm going to deliveries or load sites. And that's basically it. The rest of it's all interstate driving. It's not really going to be that big a deal as far as that goes. You know, but I don't know. You know, we'll see. We'll see. I'll let it play out before I start talking bad about it. You know, we'll see. And then it gives you all kinds of little warnings for every little curve that comes up. If it's, you know, sharp curve, you know, tight curve, tight turn, whereas the other one, you know, obviously it doesn't go that far to such an extent, you know, but, and I get it, you know, and there's some people who need to be, you know, led by things, and that's just, I guess, part of their nature or something, I don't know, but that's all right. So what I'm doing is I'm actually running both of them right now. I have the truck GPS down in the location where I used to have the other one, and the other one I have kind of at the top. I'll show you where I have them here in a minute. And I'm running both of them just because I want to see what kind of differences they come up with, or if they do at all, you know. Like I said in the address for this location over in Pennsylvania, into both of them and let them calculate, and well, one of them says, oh, go down to I-40 and go all the way across I-40 out to wherever it is, and the other one says, nope, go up to I-80, you know, via Reno, via the Sierras, and you're good to go that way. So right there, right off the top, they're not telling me the same thing. But the fact of the matter is that regardless, well, the truck one told me to go down I-40. The car one told me to go up to I-80 through Wyoming. Well, currently right now there's a pretty big storm system going through Wyoming, dumping a lot of snow, and it's very cold conditions up there, like 6 degrees or something like that. So the truck one in this instance, you know, provided me with a better route, but I don't know that it necessarily was taking into consideration the weather conditions. I just don't know if that's what it based that, you know, that difference on or not. But I-40 is the longer route by about 250 miles, or maybe almost 300 miles. So going I-40 tacks on quite a bit, you know, mileage. So I don't know. So we'll see. Yep. So anyhow, let me go ahead and show you how I got these guys set up here real quick, so you don't gotta look at my ugly mug here much longer. Hang on. There we go. So there's the truck GPS right there. And there's little Sheila. So we got Sheila 2.0 and we got Sheila 3.0, basically is what I'm going to be talking about. So that's how I got them set up, just kind of one above the other, you know. And this one here now is actually giving me a longer mileage route than the one down here now. So I don't know, it's just kind of, yeah, whatever. We're going to have to kind of begin to learn each other, I guess. You know, if that's a thing. That is a thing. This day and age, that is a thing. Technology is learning about the behavior of, you know, the human, you know, it's the human nature. You know, it is, obviously it's getting smarter and smarter, and what it's doing is learning us so that we become predictable to it, you know, and that is by design. And you know, of course there's, you know, probably countless applications in which that's going to be used. So in some ways probably against us, probably in a lot of ways very much against us. But, you know, in these instances where we're using the technology to our advantage, it's going to be working for us, I suppose. So, I don't know. What are you going to do? That's just the nature of the world right now. So, you don't have to like it. Yeah. But it is part of the deal. So, yep. So, I don't know if I mentioned, yeah, my total mileage, I think I did, from Modesto out to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, is about, I think it was 3,002 miles, I think, something like that. Right now, Sheila 2.0 is telling me the route that she wants me to go, and I don't know why. She's telling me right now, currently, 3,055 miles, whereas Sheila 3.0 is telling me 2,976 miles. So that's interesting, because you would think that the car GPS would give you the shortest distance no matter what. So I don't know. But then again, I mean, I did have to tell Sheila 2.0 to change her route. I had to shape the route because she wanted me to go up I-80, right? Just based on the fact that she thinks I'm driving a car or whatever it is. I don't know. So, whatever. We're going to kind of have to feel each other out, like I said. It's kind of interesting. And then I don't know, there's just differences, you know, when you get used to one thing one way, of course, when you bring in something that's a little bit different, you don't like what the differences are just because you become comfortable with what you knew, right? So I'm not going to go so far as to say that I don't like the way this one's set up. It's just different. That's all. I've become used to and comfortable to Sheila 2.0, basically. And that's, you know, so, you know, if I had just gone and got this truck GPS initially and never had Sheila 2.0, then I would be saying the opposite. If I had gone the opposite way, I'd be saying, oh, I don't like Sheila 2.0 because, you know, well, just because I got comfortable with, you know, the truck GPS one. So, I don't know. But it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of stuff in it. Probably got way more stuff than I need or that I'll use. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna be playing with it a bit, I figure. I got a lot of miles, a lot of open road, and a lot of hours to tinker with it. You know, once I get out onto the straight, flat interstate sections through Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, Oklahoma, all that. Basically, the same way that I just came to arrive in California just 2 days ago, I guess. I really kind of did want to go like up and out of California, you know, through I-80. I really did. When that popped up, I went, yeah, cool. You know, I want to get out of California as soon as I can, you know, but the fact that the weather is what it is in Wyoming kind of basically prohibits that right now. Yeah, and then there's also the fact that, you know, I mean, I got a pretty heavy load back there, 42,000 pounds, and going up I-80 through the Sierra Nevadas there, it's like a 30 or 40 mile long upgrade climb through those mountains. And whereas going through, you know, the Tehachapi Mountains, it's, you know, it's a good, you know, it's a good climb. It's, you know, but in comparison, it's nowhere near as long a climb. So, you know, half a dozen of one, you know, whatever they say, 6 to 1, half a dozen another. I don't know how they say it. Yep. So we'll see. I'll be doing a review. I'll be doing my review on the old diesel 780 here. So, anyhow, that's enough of that. And I'll just be, like I said, making my way out of California slow and steady here. There really is nothing to see on this stretch of 99. I wish I was on 5, but that would just take me even more out of the way, kind of needlessly. So I'm just going to have to deal with 99 down to Bakersfield, whatnot. So, like I said, really nothing to see, nothing really to say about it. Same old, same old. So I'll let you go, wrap this one up, and I will be seeing you somewhere on down the road. So take care. See ya.